So I finished another author recommended book. It's this one. It's like Pate, Percival. I'm not sure of how you pronounce the name, so it's there with the author. Unfortunately for me, this one did not hit. And I just don't know. There was just something about this one that I was just not liking. For me, this was a very, unfortunately, a dull read. There were points in it that were a little bit more interesting than others. But on a whole, I was not impressed. I probably skimmed most of this book because it was just kind of plain. The research on this book was phenomenal. The historical facts, the supernatural facts, all of that kind of stuff was skyrocketed. It was beautifully researched. It really was. The problem was the story itself had nothing of interest besides those facts. My favorite part about this whole read was when the journal actually came into play. And that was about like the last 20 to 25% of the book. But when that came into play, it actually got a little bit more interesting. You know, I actually wanted to read the journal entries along with the MFC. And the last little bit was the best part of the whole book. The whole book is literally, the MFC is a mortal. She stumbles across the supernatural world by the MMC, who is an immortal, and they're just talking. And at one point you have his point of view, the next you have hers, and then you have his point of view on the whole story, and then at some point in the book you go back, but now you have her point of view. And it's just, I actually had to make sure that I didn't somehow backtrack in the story in my book, because I was reading again and it was like, wait, what? I just read this. It's got potential. It does have potential.